hope it doesn't go out. That may have been the last of the gas. Hey y'all, Cal here, and welcome back to the channel. Yeah, it's new, like one video new. And up front, I apologize for the sound. I was forced to use my phone, and I have ordered a lapel microphone for these particular cases. It's a little windy and a little overcast out here today. If it was nice and sunny and quiet, you would just hear the birds chirping. So let's move along. If you like this video, make sure that you hit the subscribe, smash that that notification button, and then double smash, well, no, just one time, hit that like button. That way the algorithm doesn't bury these videos, and more people will see them that are like-minded individuals. With that said, let's get started, and in no particular order, let's talk about the benefits of prepping. There are benefits that a lot of people don't actually see. They just see the crazy tinfoil hat people running around stockpiling ammo and food and water and, you know, living in the, well, not Walmart. Now, there's a lot to be said for existing outside of the 3-day food chain. If you don't know what that is, you might want to Google it. You know, paying for someone else's for services that you could easily learn yourself and do yourself, you know, and it just flat out being self-sufficient, you know. So one thing, believe it or not, saving money, not the physical act of saving money, but saving money by knowing how much things cost. People run around all the time paying for the newest gadgets and gizmos and, I mean, how many people actually know how much a can of corn costs at Walmart right now? And do you buy the fancy stuff, or do you buy the Walmart brand stuff? And is the Walmart brand stuff good enough to stock? Knowing those things allow you to save pennies that turn into dollars. And if you can turn those dollars into something else, then you've definitely saved a lot of money. So prepping does save you money in the end. You just have to see the grand picture. Exercise. You know, you got to stay in shape. You know, having a stockpile of different things to use or consume or help people with is useless if you're less than healthy, have problems breathing because you're overweight, or anything. So get in shape, because exercise is definitely good for you and is definitely a benefit from prepping. Automobile trouble. Do you know what to do if your car breaks down? I mean, other than call it AAA, which I don't think is going to be working in really bad situations. But, you know, do you have the basic understanding of the fuel combustion engine? Do you know what a catalytic converter is and why it really isn't important? You know, do you understand that, you know, some cars are so technologically advanced that if you leave your gas cap on that, or you leave your gas cap open or loose, that your check engine light could come on and freak you out? You need to know a little bit about mechanics, know how to turn a wrench, know how to put a screw in, know how to put a bolt on, know how to replace a battery, your oil, things like that. Those things are definitely important. They're going to benefit you and your family in the future. And in fact, they can save you a lot of money. Medical emergencies, owning medical items and receiving training. This is one of the top things that I think is a benefit. One second. Oh yeah, hot box that one. But it's lit. Now here's why. Just recently, a group of my friends, we got together and we built these kits that were supposed to be inside of vehicle kits. We were able to cut the price down by about 33% of what you would normally buy from the big guys, the people who like to put their names on everything. And I was really proud to be able to do that, and things became a little bit more expensive than I thought. But the reality is that these kits came in and were actually useful. You can train with them. You can buy them for your friends, your family. You can show them how to use them, and you can really get into them and replace the items inside of them for little amount of money. The reality is that if you don't own some basic medical supplies up to, I would say, at least one gunshot wound, because there's statistics that show that they're directly related to some automotive issues that you might have in the big city. But just the simplest things, you know, blankets to keep people warm, you know, something to stop the bleeding, you know, the very simple things. If you don't have those supplies, but worse, if you don't have the training to use those supplies, which is very simple. In about a week, I got with an EMT that I know, and I learned things that were unbelievable. So there are assets out there. Try to find some training, and it's going to benefit you to have those supplies on hand, not a surgical hospital's worth, but supplies on hand to help people and the skills to do that. Benefits of prepping also lowers your stress levels. As you can see, I'm pretty relaxed. It's going to go out. It's stressing me out. But knowing that you're making preparations for a bad situation, no matter which one it is that we covered, like in the first video, just knowing that you have those things on hand, there's something to be said for somebody who is ready or prepared and has the knowledge to react to situations. Oh yeah, that sucker's dead. And it makes you feel better, and it makes times less stressful. It also makes things less stressful for your family too. If your family knows that you've got stuff and you've been trained and you're aware of the situation and ready to react, it brings their stress levels down too. You know, when my loved ones that are closest to me, you know, watch the news and they see an impending storm, they might ask me what I'm going to do, and I normally just tell them what I'm going to do, but they know that I'm prepared to do those things, and it makes them feel better. So lowering your stress levels is definitely a benefit of prepping. Feel confident rather than helpless. So I know what my capabilities are, and sometimes I can be a little bourgeois about it, and you know, I've got a background, and I almost never tout it. There, you just got me. But the reality is some people are just drop into any situation and they thrive. Other people, not so much. I know what my abilities are. I'm confident in my abilities, and therefore I will be less stressed. It's pretty simple. Becoming self-sustainable. Yeah. If you're not self-sustainable, then you are living in the 3-day cycle. And when things go wrong, when the toilet paper runs out, when you can only buy one roll of paper towels and you can only get one jug of Clorox, and we've all experienced this over the last year. Every single one of us have experienced this. But when you don't need those things because you have them, and because you're self-sustainable, because most of the time you cook on a grill and you got plenty of gas and you're not worried about your power going out or your inside gas going out or where you're going to eat, you become self-sustainable. And if you turn that into like growing your own foods, collecting your own water, you could become completely sustainable. I mean, we're not even talking off-grid, we're just talking sustainability. It's really easy to do. We're going to do some videos in the future on how to build things up. Really easy stuff. You always have a bug out bag. You know, if you go to any one of my vehicles, there's a bug in there. There's a bug out bag in there, and it's based on me getting out of town, me getting someplace. You call it a bug out bag, a get home bag, a tit to walk bag, or whatever the hell you want to call it. But it's a bag that has things that I need inside of it that will help me to help myself or other people. It's pretty simple stuff. Build one. We're going to do some videos. I'm sure there's 1,000 out there, but I'll make a special one, right? And get one in your car. Show your family that it's there so they know how to use it too. Loan your cars out, you loan your gear out. Remember that. You'll also be keeping your family safe. That's a huge benefit. Like we talked about before, you know, things happen in the world that are just not fun. and keeping your family safe should be your top priority. And sometimes they listen and sometimes they don't, but if you're prepared, you'll be able to help them when the time comes. And lastly, don't make friends. You know, preppers are some of the most interesting people on the planet. Yes, there are the tinfoil crazy ones out there, but you know, they're like any other group of friends. You deal with the crazy ones, and yeah, that's what you do. All right, coming to the end of my video. As you can see, there's plenty of reasons to prep. You know, they're going to benefit your life, your family's life, your friend's life. What I'd like you to do is comment below and tell me how prepping benefits your life. Maybe I missed something. I'm sure I did. There's probably a litany or a plethora of things out there that benefit people by prepping. Also, if you have any questions, make sure you put them in the comments below. I'd like to hit those within 1 or 2 hours after the video's over. And I think that's going to be it. Stay safe.